Reuben's in charge today.
In about 2 years, I'm going to be owning an Artisan. That's easy.
Oh, they just couldn't put this in a more awkward place.
English is difficult, people.
I'm average height.
Yeah, you're at least 5'1", John.
Exactly.
Good morning, guys, and welcome back. Today, we're here in who knows where, somewhere near the coast. We're putting in a Zappi today and an eddy, but the one thing that we are doing different today is we're using D-line clips, so we'll talk about that later. Let's get into it. Hey, it's not bad.
Very pretty. What would you give it out of 10, Reuben?
Give it a solid 8.
I've got my head torch here. I've got my my gilet as well. As long as it's still okay, I'm just going to see if I can actually make that jump into the loft off these little steps.
So we're just up in the loft. Looking for a route to run the cable because, as you saw, the board is like in the middle of the house, so we're going to go up and then just drop down where the charger's going to go. Yeah, it's pretty clear the whole way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we've got a myenergi Zappi to install. We'll be coming off of here with a 32 amp RCBO straight up into the loft and across. We've got a eddy to install as well on the immersion, which doesn't look like it's been connected up yet. And if we just show you where it's going at the front of the house, hopefully popping out somewhere up there and just coming down the edge of this pipe and looping up into the bottom of the charger here. That's the plan anyway. And so's the eddy, but I said it was being delivered today, so that might hold us up.
This could be one of the newer Zappis that don't have a hub, because Zappi has been doing some works, as I'm sure a few of you know, but they've taken out the hub in the latest version and it's all just inbuilt in the charger, which is a whole lot easier to install, so hopefully. These just seem like obnoxious more than useful. It's unscrewed now. They used to be screwed in like as they came, and then you would have to unscrew them, so I guess it saves the wrists. I'll take it back, I like my wrists the way they are. So this is very, kids close your ears, very sexy. This is the new, the new version of Zappis, and not only do they not have a hub anymore, but all the terminals are push fit, all the CT terminals and all the like power cable terminals, which is a whole lot nicer. I mean, it was never an issue like screwing it in because it's just how it is in electrics, but it's very nice. So by the looks of things, as long as that loft is pretty clear, as long as we get the drill bit nice and like in a decent spot, it should be quite an easy one today. And it should be fairly neat because we won't have to run many cables exterior or interior really, because no one's looking around in their loft being like, oh, I wonder how this cable's clipped. Obviously we'll make it look nice, but it's gonna look all right.
Oh yeah,
my gilet. Check out my new gilet. Yeah.
I'll try it on, mate. It was made for the husky gentleman, but I'm sure he's good to it.
Am I not husky enough?
Not quite.
New gilet. Cool. That's the new fashion.
see the rod from here. I don't fancy crawling the way down there. That's good. Should I go and have a tug of war with him?
Mask, this, drill. Let's go.
I see daylight. I see the van. Oh man, this cable is going to be so tight. Let's say a prayer max. Oh, I left my drill down here. Ah, do you know what? That drill just couldn't have come out any better. I'm not bragging, but I am.
Yeah, that'll be plenty. Yeah.
Okay. Where's the end of this then? Oh, that's it there. I just want to have a rough measure before I fix it in place. There's so much lag in here. What do you reckon? It's going to be long enough? See, I used to have a steak knife in my tool bag. It was perfect for cutting legging. I wonder if we can come rear entry there. If not, we'll come out the top right.
Let's see.
I just don't know if I can get to the top right.
I think if we come down in line with that, it's going to look the best. Okay, maybe down here, straight in line with that edge.
Maybe
I
not.
might take back at least a metre.
Yeah.
What I'll do is I'll get this hole up and get the end down and see. I think we're probably about a foot short that end.
Right, okay.
This is why I need a bigger van, by the way. I could have had the drum on the van. This Corey making everyone look short.
Yeah.
I think he's not helping the cause.
It should look like
Made
a
me
child.
made me look like 5 foot in the video. I'm average height.
Yeah, you're at least 5'1", John.
Exactly. So I had an off cut. We were told it's about 15 metre run, and it might be bang on 15 metres. The cable's quite tight. I'm just going to knock a hole up here and bring the cable down here to come into the back, and fingers crossed, we've got about a foot to play with the other end, and fingers crossed we can get it will be long enough, otherwise I've got to drive to Cambridge. Right, remember that mark, people, don't take your eye off of it. Ready? Okay, keep staring at it. Keep staring at it. Keep staring at it. Is that it? Keep staring at it. Keep staring at it. Oh no, I looked away. I think it was there.
Bit to the right.
I'll just stay up there and clip it back.
Right.
And you mount that.
Yeah.
And get it all sorted out there. Right, what do you need, mate? You're going to need this tray. You should see where that hole come out up there, by the way. It's like...
Yeah, chef's kiss.
Magnificent. What else are you going to need? Those things. It doesn't need raw plugs.
Oh, I need a 7... Have you got a 7mm drill bit?
You're probably not going to see it in this daylight, but
Yeah, probably not. Give it a go.
if not, I've got a chalk line. I want to go old school.
Fancy.
Oh, that's rubbish, isn't it? Right, let me dig out my chalk line then. Where the hell's that? Yeah, this is the arc fault device. It failed. I literally put it in, tested it, and it failed immediately. I mean, they've got to be 100 plus, haven't they? Not very good.
So that's 6.
Can I take more?
That'll do, donkey.
That'll do? Okay.
Yeah, I think that's... Yeah, you could pull a little bit more through. Yeah, that's good.
Lovely, thank you.
Hopefully. Right, so while John's in the loft doing what I would probably usually do, I'm going to be clipping the cable this side and using these D-line clips. Hopefully it goes all right. I'll just start clipping it and see. I do like the fact that they, even though we've got drill bits and plenty of them, they do give one automatically. Don't need raw plugs apparently. Give you screws and obviously the clips. Just have to see how it goes. Since the laser level isn't really going to work anywhere close enough to the wall for it to show all the way, I'm just going to measure off the wall each time, and it's about, I measured it a few seconds ago, it's about 72 centimeters, and then I'll just do across 72 down, I don't know, 300, and then 72, 300, just keep going. good thing about them, which John actually kind of made me aware of, or like think about, was that if for some reason you needed to replace this cable, it would be as simple as just unclipping them and then pulling the cable out, as opposed to having to take them all out and maybe battering them back in. So that's a good thing. After clipping this one on, it actually looks all right. It was fairly easy to just kind of clip around, bend over, and yeah, it looks all right. It is just as simple as kind of bending that through this. You've got 3 slots for depending on the size of the cable, but I'm just using this one. Bend that back over itself. Bing bang bosh, looks all right. Probably like ask, English is difficult, people, okay? John put out a post saying, should I ask Reuben anything? And I've got a few questions here that I'd like to answer. The first one is from Robin Glover, saying, what does he think to college and relating it to his everyday work? Well, right now, because I'm only like a couple months into it, it's mainly basic theory, like just very basic Ohm's law and stuff like that. So I haven't had the chance to apply it too much on site yet. The only thing that I found like pretty interesting so far is we started like magnetism and just learned about like eddy currents. It's quite cool. But yeah, hopefully soon I can start applying stuff. Ryan doesn't have a last name apparently. That's kind of funky, but he asked how easy was it to find an apprenticeship, or difficult? It was actually fairly easy and very lucky, because when I stopped doing school, I was kind of just like lost as what I was going to do. And my family's known Jordan's family for way before I was born. And then I just see a post from Jordan saying, needing an apprentice, like message me, and away we go. So yeah, got pretty lucky with that one. XDSAM, he said, I'm 14 and when I'm 16 I want to do an apprenticeship. What should I know for it? Well, you don't really need to know much, but you just kind of need to prepare yourself to just be ready to do anything, because the way you're going to really earn a spot in a company, especially it could be quite competitive. It's just being willing to go the extra mile, do this, do that. I mean, most companies will probably get you up early, get you to take the train to different places. But yeah, just be prepared to do that, because it will be worth it in the long run. I might be tripping, right, which is very much possible. I am almost certain this gap is bigger, because I remember not being able to like poke the screw in properly and then be able to just like keep it in that hole and just kind of leave it there so that I could screw it in. But now I can just comfortably kind of put the screw in there. I don't know. Callum Evans asked, where do you see yourself in 10 years time? What's the end game? Well, in about 2 years I'm going to be owning an Artisan. That's easy. No, but seriously, I'm not too sure. Within the next 4 years I'll be qualified, and then hopefully as long as Artisan's still going strong and still a solid company, which I imagine it will be, I'll probably stick with Artisan for some good time. Adam6060 says, would you buy your own electric van? Hell to the no, but Jordan can buy me one. Cable's clipped through the loft down here. I've put it into a stuffing gland, just using the new terminals to terminate these cables, which I'll show you in just a second. But I've actually terminated the line already, and just to kind of get a feel for it and test it out. So with these being push fit at the front, it kind of allows for a different way of dressing the cable, and I actually prefer this way, where you can just kind of bring it up the side, loop in, and you can just do them for all three, where it's like continuous loop. So yeah, I'm just going to do with that with all the power cables, and then with this, with the data cable, I might try run it behind down there and maybe up and kind of, I don't know, I'll sort something out with that. Yes, you just strip them back, curl them around, then push them in like that. Pretty tidy.
So I've got to put this cable to bed, and we've got an eddy to install. Now there's no circuit here at the moment, so we're gonna hopefully mount that around here-ish, fish the cable around the back and come straight into it. It doesn't need a local isolation, it can be fed straight off of the circuit breaker. So to make it look a bit neater, less confusion, we'll just have that fed straight from it, then go down, round the back and into the immersion, ready for when the solar's installed. Oh, they just couldn't put this in a more awkward place. There's no apparent way of fixing it to anything there.
So it's all clipped up, down from the loft along the wall, just a nice loop into the charger, which is all connected up now. How would I rate these clips? I quite like them, you know. I think they're quite practical. I mean, the fact that they can just unclip, you can take the cable out if needed. They're metal, so they meet the regs with premature collapse, which is always good. And I think it's just a good alternative to everything that's out there. I like the way they've got like different sizes on it. So for here, we've used the 3rd size up, but if you had a smaller cable, this size would still work. Yeah, overall, I think they're all right, you know. So if you'd like to try these out for yourself, we do have a link in the description. I do recommend them as a good kind of just clipping your cables. We've got a link where you can get a free like sample pack to try out. And D-Line do a bunch of different products when it comes to like fixings for trunking, all sorts. So yeah, just check it all out and have fun with it. So all the power cables terminated. I've just used a few cable ties to make it look somewhat neat. And the data cable, I'm not sure if the arrangement of like how all the electronics are has changed or not, but I've just thought of a different way of doing it, of bringing it behind the cable that goes, like the charger cable, behind that up and just round so that it's really hidden, and I've left enough slack on the other cables to just go into the other terminals if they get solar, battery, whatever. But yeah, no, I like the new Zappi, it's a whole lot easier.
Look what you did. You're making our day much worse now.
I feel like I've been standing in this corner all day, but the testing's all done. Well, almost all done. Everything internal of the charger, testing wise, is all done. I've just connected this up so that when it comes to getting the ZS, you don't have to like worry about getting it out the van.
Okay, everything's gone in well. So we've got our EV cable, which is fished around the back and connected into this existing fuse box. And we've got this eddy installed as well, which fished around the back nicely, going down and installed up to the water heater. The gentleman's going to have solar installed later at a later date, so we've got the Harvey there ready for when that's installed, and then this will all speak to each other.
So we're done for the day. It's been an all right day. Everything's testing all right. It's all on, back and running. Sorry, we just checked out that Range Rover at the same time.
Did you see the dog in the windows?
No, it wasn't too bad, especially going through the loft, you know, the fact that I didn't have to do that was quite nice.
See, you know, I pay my dues, I go up in the loft.
But no, yeah, it was good today, pretty easy. But let us know down in the comments if you would have done anything different. Let us know if we did anything wrong. I know you will find something. But yeah, remember to like and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one.